Alright, it's December 15th and it's Friday, so it was a light Friday. Didn't want to go too crazy today. So I did take two trades on the eval and then one on the sim, so that's why you're gonna see two numbers here. But we're only gonna be focusing on the eval in this video. I'm not even gonna go over the sim trade. Although it was a good trade, not gonna lie, because you see the number is bigger than the one on the eval. I made $100, but just testing some stuff out, so I won't even go over that one. But yeah, two trades on the eval. So I mean, let's go over these trades. So opened up here 7:30 with pre-market low right here. That's that blue line. So I mean, we opened up really close to their pre-market low, which I was quick to take a trade. So I mean, I was ready though. I was prepared. I knew it was there. And so I don't know why, but my entry doesn't show up. So here's the video. Literally looks the same. So like this was like right after 7:30. So opened right here, and then like literally 2 minutes into it, which wow, what did I just do? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, anyways, because I mean they look the same. So you see this right here, this is right here. So I got in on this green candle, the bottom of this green candle, just because I liked how it was holding here. So I thought it looked good, except I only went in with two contracts for this one instead of my usual four because I didn't like. So pre-market low is this white line on TradingView. We also, this was yesterday's low, so I didn't want it triple bottoming. Like that's not very, I'm not very confident in that. So I went two contracts in with this one just because I thought it was low probability, but I wanted to take it anyways. So I liked how it was holding right here, so I got in. I waited a little bit, I was patient, and I got my entry, and it looked good for a minute. Like, honestly, I won't even really go back on this one, but I mean, it came up a little bit, but ended up getting stopped out. Kind of barely. I mean, it went under about a point or five, I think it was 5 ticks below my stop. So, I mean, my stop was about right here. I entered in right about here, got stopped out about right here. So, I mean, I had a 3-point stop, but actually got stopped out an extra tick just because it's Ninja Traders like that sometimes. But just an extra tick, nothing crazy. So, 3-point stop, got stopped out. Not too quickly, but it wasn't a long trade. So. But after that, we kind of just were chopping in this 15-minute range. And then, I mean, we broke out a little bit right here, came back into 15-minute range, just kind of chopping in between here. But what I did see is, let me pull up NQ. Actually, it wasn't even NQ. SPY at the time. So, I mean, we broke out of the 15-minute range, or we were kind of just chopping right here. But we came down, and you see we wicked VWAP right here. This was at 824. Let me pull up NQ. So at 824, I think it's right here. Yep, right. NQ was retesting the 15-minute range. So, I mean, that looked flawless. So 824, SPY was touching VWAP. And then NQ was just finally broke out of 15-minute range and was just retesting. So, I mean, we had a beautiful candle close. So pull up NQ on here. Hopefully my trade actually shows up for this one. And it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Okay. That's why we have a video. So I'm on the MNQ chart. So this was at 824. You see the time right here, 824. So once this candle closes, because I mean it was wicking under, but the candle closed like right on that 15-minute range, so I got in. Thought it looked very good. I mean, to me, it was like an obvious trade. I had to get in. I literally didn't even hesitate to get in. So I got in, but of course when I trade NQ, that's when it just decides to chop. So yeah, entered in 824 right here. And then I had a 45-point take profit with a 15-point stop loss, so 1 to 3. So yeah, I got in right here, and my take profit was 88.75. So it wouldn't have even reached it. Like you see, 88.75 is right here. We wouldn't have even touched it. So I mean, I did get out early just because I got in right here, and we were just chopping while. Let me pull up ES at the time. ES was full screen this. E24. So I mean, A24 was about right here. ES was making more of a bigger move. It wasn't choppy as much as NQ was. But I mean, even if I would have taken the trade on ES, I don't think I would have gotten it. I don't have the 15-minute range drawn on there. Check here. I don't think I would have gotten on ES either, but ES was moving more than NQ though. So, but NQ was chopping, so I really didn't like that. It kept coming back down to my entry point, or I entered in right here. It pulled back, almost touched the 15-minute range again, but then it came back up, and I ended up just stopping myself out just because I didn't want to be in this trade anymore. Usually I make myself either get stopped out or it hits my take profit. But this one, I was like, okay, it's a Friday. NQ is literally not even moving. So I'm gonna just exit this trade. Already took that L in the morning. First 5 minutes to open, I was already down $35. And so this one was, I was already a little bit in profit. I ended up getting 16 points on this one. See, we were just chopping, came back down to my entry point. I was green about almost 30 points, but I just didn't like the chop, so I ended up stopping myself out wherever it's at. It's close to here, but anyways, I'm not even take the time to try to find it, but yeah, I ended up getting 16 points on that one. So up 25, so I made about $60 on that trade just because I was already down 35, or actually probably more than that because of fees and everything. So I don't know the exact amount because it's not telling me. So yeah, only 2 trades on the eval. Not a bad Friday, to be honest. I mean, the eval is back to break even, which is honestly I'm happy about that, just because this week wasn't the greatest. Last week we had a better week, but I mean this week I had 4 losses. We took a lot more trades this week than last week, but this week I had 4 losses with 2 wins. My first one with this week was a full win, 9 points on MES, but then I did take this trade on NQ, but I didn't get the full take profit, but I still had a 50% win rate, which was good. I like to keep that at 50%. That's good, actually, because last week I actually had it at 50% too. So, because last week I had 2 losses and 2 wins. So, what is that? 4 wins and 8 losses. So, or is it? No, I had 2 last week and then 4 this week. So 6. And then how many I said? I had 2, 4. So yeah, 4 wins, 6 losses. So whatever that is, I don't know the percentage off the top of my head. 2/3. So what is that? 66% win rate. I'm not positive on that win rate. I'm about to go back and check. Like, this is all off the top of my head. You know what? Since nobody watches these videos, I'm gonna do this for myself. Actually, no. This is gonna take me like 10 more minutes to go through that. I won't even go through that. But not a bad Friday. Back to break even on eval. So, I mean, this week wasn't the greatest. So, I'm glad to be break even and not red. So, yeah. I mean, I'll be reviewing my trades this weekend. I don't think I have really anything to test, but my first trade, the pre-market low, I'm literally not trading that anymore. Like bounces, I'm not trading that. Maybe actually that's one thing I'll look back on the weekend, resistance turning support and vice versa. I'll be looking at that, but bounces and rejections, I'm not taking that. I'm literally not taking that. So many people look out for that. I'm like not even gonna try to trade that. It's just like, to me, it's just like random. So not even gonna try. But yep, enough of me yapping. I'm gonna end this video and see y'all next week.